Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Whitney and this is Witch Ray Beauty, and today we're going to be playing with FARMASi makeup again, take 2. Super excited. My sweet friend Kelsey reached out to me and asked if she could send some products my way, and of course I said yes because I love playing with new stuff. So we have some primer, some foundation, some mascara, and we are going to be putting it all to the test today. So if you enjoy this type of video, give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button before you leave, and leave me a comment below letting me know if you've tried any of these products or if you have a favorite FARMASi product, and we will jump right in. Okay, I am so excited. I think this is my kind of favorite type of video to do because not only do I get to review new stuff and play with it, but I also get to give you a perspective from somebody who isn't selling the products, which I really love to get to do. So my sweet friend Kelsey reached out to me a couple weeks ago and asked me if she could send me some stuff that I haven't tried before, and of course I said yes. You know, I never pass up the opportunity to play with some new makeup. So this stuff was sent to me. I did check with her before she even sent anything out, and I said I am completely fine with it as long as you are okay with me giving my honest opinion. And she was so sweet and she was like, absolutely, that is exactly what I want you to do. So that is what we are going to be doing today. So I have done this video before and I played with some other stuff from them. I think I'm going to pull that out and use it as well today because that way I know the stuff will play nicely together. And huge disclaimer or a huge public service announcement, please do not put your links in the comments because I had such a big amount of people leaving their links in the comments of my last video, and I thought that was so rude. Everything will be linked in the comments. Kelsey's Facebook page and her website will also be linked in the comments. She was kind enough to send me this stuff to try for you guys and to review from a non-sales perspective. So be kind enough not to leave your personal links in the comments because they will be deleted. You will be blocked, and I really think it's rude. I hate having to say that, but it has to be said. So we are going to jump in now. I have I'm really excited. I have the VFX Camera Ready Retouch Skin Visual Effects Foundation. This is just a little packet. I am most excited for that because you guys know I love me a foundation. And then I have the primer to go with that as well. So this is the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer. And then I have the BB cream as well, which we will not be using today. This is the light to medium, but I will test that out tomorrow, and then I will leave an update in the description and in the comments and let you know how I liked this. I do have, just dropped it on the floor, I do have the CC cream, I believe, and I do really like that. It was from my last video. So I had the CC cream. It still has tape on it from where I moved. So I have the CC cream. I will link the last video that I did down below so you guys can check that out. So I did test out the CC cream last time. I also have the 3-in-1 face palette. This is also in my last video. So I'll be using it today, but I won't really be talking about it. And I also had the concealer in my last video. I actually decluttered that. I wasn't a huge fan. If you go over to my last video, I go more in depth on why I didn't love it. So I'm going to just use my Hourglass today with everything else because it's my favorite concealer ever. So I know it usually plays nicely with everything, so I know we'll be okay. She also sent me, I'm super excited because if you guys know, I love foundation, but I love mascara as well. So this is the Double Lash Extend, and this has two little portions of it, which I think, I love mascaras like this. So it has the lengthen and then it has the volume one. And this packaging is really freaking cool. So it has that, and then she also sent me a lip gloss in the shade 03. How pretty is this? And I think this will go really nicely with the eye look that I did today. I didn't film this, but it took 300 years. So if you want me to film it on exactly how I did it, let me know in the comments and I will have that filmed for you. But I wanted to play with orange because I don't think I've ever done an orange eye look. So I felt like it needed to be done. So we did that today. So I am going to go in with the VFX Pro Camera Ready Primer first. So I'm just going to squeeze some of that out. And it says, makeup primer helps blur pores and fine lines, provides smoothness while preparing your skin for a perfect makeup. Apply to your face with your fingertips. Store at room temperature. Okay. So this is a clear, kind of jelly-like, probably silicone-based if I had to say. Yes, dimethicone. So it's just a silicone-based smoothing primer. So it'll probably be really awesome at that pore filling effect, which I have really bad pores around this area, so that will be awesome for me. And we're really going to test this today because I don't really go for silicone primers a whole lot, because I do find that even though they smooth out the pores and everything, sometimes they're a little slippery. So the makeup kind of slides around, so we are going to test that today. It feels really nice. My pores look really, really good. I mean, wow. I don't know if you can see here. They look incredibly filled. They look really great. And even where I put it like under here a little bit, under my eyes, it looks really smooth. And it actually, it felt very slippy at first when I was applying it. But now it kind of feels like, not that it's drying down, but it's kind of mattifying and turning a little bit like velvet matte finish versus slippy, and that slippy texture that some of the silicone based primers usually stay. So I'm actually liking this so far. I really like the way it feels. So this is the Retouched Skin Visual Effect VFX Camera Ready Foundation. It says VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation delivers visual effects of retouched, flawless, airbrushed, photo ready skin, which is great to test because I'm going to be taking lots of pictures and I'm on video right now. With implemented photo filter technology, reflects and diffuses the light and provides invisible matte finish even up close. Great. Your selfie's best friend. This, like, I need all of that. All of that. Okay, I did have to pull up the website very quickly because I have to talk about the shade range, of course. So the VFX Pro, what I'm looking at is there are 10 shades. It's an okay amount of, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say this. The shade range has an even amount of shades, like medium, deep, rich, but 10 shades is a little on the low side for me. I definitely think the shade range could be better. And I have the shade 1, which is, I believe, the second lightest shade. So It doesn't look bad. I'm looking at it. Let's put some on. Ooh. It might be a little bit light for me. So this is what it looks like. We will definitely be able to make it work. And I'm just going to go in with my clean sponge because that is just how I prefer to apply. It is not bad. It is definitely a little bit too yellow for me. But like I said, that is definitely nothing that we cannot work with. It is a little bit scented. Nothing that is bothering me. I just could smell it on my beauty blender. It does smell good, like a fresh, clean scent, not perfumey, which I prefer my foundations unscented, but if it does have to be scented, I prefer it to be something like this that doesn't stink like perfume. And it definitely has a very pleasant scent. This shade is actually not too bad once I'm getting it on. I'm just dragging it down my neck onto my ear, making sure we are all covered. Okay, now let's take a look. Oh my gosh, this is really pretty. I mean, this is really, I'm shocked. I don't know why I'm shocked, because their CC cream is insane. It is stunning. But this is very pretty. I'm just gonna get a little bit closer. The coverage is very good. I don't know if I would call it like a full coverage, probably more of a medium coverage in my opinion. You can still see just like some acne scars and stuff peeking through right here. I'm sure that you can build this up. Let me try. I don't want to mess it up. Let's just try to build that up a little bit right there. Yeah, that did a little bit more. I would still call it a high medium coverage, which is what I am more leaning towards right now. I will say this is a matte finish, but it is incredibly, you can see it is matte, but it does still have like a nice luminosity to it. My skin still looks really clean and fresh, but you can see how much coverage it offered, because look at this. Compared to this side, the redness, everything is gone. I'm super impressed so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest to this side, and then we will go in with the rest of the complexion products. So we got the rest of the face done. It is looking really nice. I'm actually really enjoying this. I am going to go in with my Hourglass, and this is in the shade Cream. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that. I like using my Hourglass because it's my favorite, and I know for sure that it'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to touch test. This has dried down almost completely, so I do feel comfortable enough to put bronzer and stuff on top of it. I am going to finish up my eyes really quick and throw on some eyebrows, and then we will be back to do the complexion products, the lips, and the mascara. Okay, so we are back. The face feels completely set now, so I do not have to set it with any powder, which with a matte foundation, I don't really like setting them with additional powder because I don't want them to get cakey. So we're going to go into the 3-in-1 face palette now. It looks like this. And I'm going to use it, but I'm not going to talk about it a whole lot because this was from my previous video. And I try not to be too repetitive, so I'm just going to go in with the bronzer, and this is the Morphe E4. And I'm just gonna bronze up the face. This is a very pretty bronzer. Alright, we warmed the face up some, looking so much better. Now I'm gonna go in with the blush right there. And this is the Luxie 514 blush brush. This is the best blush brush ever. I need a million of them. We are going to go in with the highlighter in the 3-in-1 face palette. And I'm going to go in with the Morphe. This is from the Lisa Frank collab. Look at that. And I went ahead and gave my face a spritz of the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray. But this highlighter is stunning. It's actually one of my favorite highlighters. The color is so pretty and it's got some power behind it. So I did have us zoomed in so we could play with the mascara. And I believe she said to go into the volume first, but let me double check that. Okay, it says, step 1, comb through the lashes from each tip with the main applicator for the lengthening effect. So we're going to do lengthening first and then coat lashes with second applicator for a voluminous effect. So here's the deal. I love testing out these kind of mascaras. So this is what we are going to do. Because up above it, it says volume, length, or both. So on this eye, we are going to go in with the volume first and then the lengthen. And then on this eye, we're going to go in with the lengthen and then the volume. Or opposite. So I'm going in, let's do volume first. And she did say to let this fully dry before you go in with the next coat. So we are going to make sure that we do that. And this is the lengthen. No, this is the volume. And oh my goodness. I can already tell that I like this one because I can feel it lightly tugging at my lashes, which means it's going to separate them really nicely. So this is what we have so far compared to this, which is bare. Loving that. And then I'm going to go in with the length one on this eye while this is drying. And I'm feeling the same thing. I can feel just a slight tugging. Nothing intense. But just enough where I can tell that it's going to nicely separate my lashes. Okay, So, wow. Lengthen definitely lengthens. Volume definitely volume. So, we're going to go in with the lengthen side now. On top of the volume. Definitely gave it a nice time to fully dry. And that is with both. Wow. I'm actually incredibly impressed by that. It's a really pretty lash. And now I'm going to throw this back in. This side has had time to dry. I'm going to go in now on top of the length side with the volume. Okay. And then, oh, I'm trying to, I think I like this eye better. They both look really good. But I think I like this eye better. And, wow. But either way, I think they both look really good. My lashes look insane. I don't know which one I like better, but I think they're both freaking awesome. I'm just going to take the lengthen one on the bottom lashes. So that is what it looks like. I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. My face looks freaking flawless. Like, I keep staring at it. Let me tell you guys how much this foundation is. So the mascara is $22.90. I do think that is a bit pricey for mascara. You do get two, so it's not as bad. And it is a really good mascara. A really good mascara. So $22.90, I would buy it personally. VFX Pro Camera Ready Foundation is $24.90. It is like 3,000% worth the price because my face, like right now, as of now without the wear test, my face looks completely flawless and it is not heavy, and that is so crazy for a matte foundation because a lot of matte foundations that have this much coverage and are that look like this, they're kind of heavy and sometimes a little bit difficult to work with. So like you'll have to add like an oil or a thick moisturizer or something like that to the base to kind of make up for the matte in the foundation. But this one, silicone based primer, it just looks so good. The primer I really am a fan of as well. It is $12.90. I would absolutely say for that price, get it. Get it. A little bit goes a really long way. It is not like a normal silicone based primer because I'm personally not a fan, like I said, of silicone based primers, but this one kind of dries, I want to say dries as a like velvet matte finish, so it doesn't stay slick, but it stays slick just long enough to like fill in your pores and smooth out anything that you want smooth, but then it dries down to like velvet matte, so then your foundation isn't slipping on top of it. And last but not least, I do have the lip gloss in the shade 3. I'm going to swatch this. So from what I can see, this is the lip gloss Coral Baby in the shade 3. And it is $16.90. So we're going to swatch it. Oh, it has a nice smell. It kind of smells a little bit like mint. So that is what it looks like on its own. This shade is freaking gorgeous. Like I said, it smells a little bit minty, so we are going to see what it feels like on the lips. I'm going to go in with my favorite lip liner. This is Sweet Nothing by Juvia's Place. And I'm just going to line the lips. This is just a nice neutral lip liner. And now that we got the lips lined, isn't this color so pretty? We are going to go in with the gloss. I really do like this doe foot as well. It's kind of thin up towards the top. So it's going to be really nice to just follow that lip line. So this lip gloss is stunning. First of all, it looks so good over this liquid lipstick. It kind of gives it just a little bit of a warmer, makes the shade a little bit warmer, but it feels so good. You guys know I'm a lip gloss snob a little bit because I do not like sticky, I do not like thick, I do not like lip glosses that have like the stringy feeling when you put your lips together. I hate that. It's disgusting. Sometimes it happens over lip liners as well, which is why I also wanted to try it over top of a lip liner, because with my lip glosses I always line my lips first and then put a gloss, usually a plumping gloss over top of it. But this is like a hybrid between a lip gloss and a lip oil, which is exactly what I want in a lip gloss. Not sticky, lightweight, it's not streaking or looking gross over my lip liner. A little recap. Well, I guess we kind of just did a recap. Lip gloss is a definite yes for me. Foundation and primer so far is definitely a yes. I just can't stop looking at my face. It looks so freaking good. I mean, texture. We all have texture around. This is real life, no Photoshop, but it just looks so freaking good. And of course, the face palette and all that stuff that I use, that is FARMASi. You can check that out in my last video that I will have linked. And I am super excited. I have to go to the store, so I'm going to have a mask on. So we're going to have a mask test, which I feel like is so important now with a foundation, because that's what we're wearing on our day-to-day is a mask. So we're going to test that out. And I'm just going to wear this throughout the day. It was 2 o'clock when I put this on. It's 3:15, so it's been about an hour already. I took a really long time, clearly. So we're going to continue to wear this, and I will check in at the end of the night and let you guys know what my final thoughts are. Okay, so we are back, and it has been 7.5 hours since I applied my makeup, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most long-lasting, or not really, I don't know, it's only 7.5 hours, so I can't say it's one of the most long-lasting foundations on my skin, but normally during this time I'm oily, I need like some blotting paper because I am an oily skin person, or like maybe something's breaking up somewhere, but honestly, this isn't breaking up anywhere. I'm not oily. It looks really good under the eyes still, which is like Normally, I try not to take my foundation up there, but if I do and then I put concealer over it, it's usually breaking up or looks a little bit patchy after this long, and it still looks really good. I'm getting a little bit up close. My forehead still looks really good. So all in all, I really, really like the foundation. I'm also incredibly impressed with the mascara. Sometimes mascara will turn my under eye a little bit dark because my lashes are long, so they kind of hit. So sometimes it like bleeds onto the skin and there's like a little bit of darkness under here, and that has not happened at all. So I really like it all, but this mascara is incredibly impressive. It still looks really good. My lashes haven't fallen at all. It is still super black and it has not bled at all. So I'm honestly a big fan of everything. I think the mascara is my favorite. So if you could only buy one thing, highly recommend the mascara. But that is all for me today. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button before you leave, and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've tried any of these products. And if you have, let me know what you think about them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.